Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is 12/12/18, and I gotta give a shout out to my man Into the Fray for that Pimp C, Sweet James Jones. Shout out to UGK, I love that group, man. Shout out to Pimp C, rest in peace. He wanted me to play the Coming Up song that Pimp C did years ago, man. This is a classic, got a lot of Houston rappers on there. Shout out to Into the Fray for that one. I love this joint. So what's good, people? Hope you guys are doing well today, and we are going to be talking about XRP. I've been said this, but now the crypto world is kind of deliberating on whether or not Ripple is a security token or not. I definitely think it is. Just solely go on what the SEC defines a security token. To me, XRP definitely is. What would that do to the crypto world as a whole? And what would that do to XRP if the SEC came out and said it was a security token? It's completely centralized, so I don't see how there's any decentralization aspect of it that would play into why they decided that. Well, one of the reasons why they decided to call Ethereum and Bitcoin a non-security. So we'll take a look at that article. And also we'll be looking at this. I don't know if you guys heard, but Tenx has a new token. They just spun off a new token, and we're going to look at the details about this. This is crazy. And this just shows you how ICOs, those tokens, can be done with at the blink of an eye. At least with security tokens, there will be some legal binding agreement there. When it comes to those particular tokens, the company just can't up and make a new one and call it the new token for the company and the platform. So we'll take a look at this and what they're doing. Tenx is one of the hot ones in 2017. A lot of hype around them. And now they've come out with this news, a new token. Let's first take a look at this market cap. We're up a little bit today, $111 billion for the global market cap for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin's dominance down a little bit, 54.9%. And we have seen a bounce off of, it seems like we're building that base, building that low in the crypto markets. I told you guys I felt like 3,000 would be a low anyway. So let's see where we go from here. I mean, at this point, even going down to 3K from here is still roughly just over 10%. So that's still a big move in the market if we do head lower. But I think at this point 3,200 seems like a nice base. As you can see here, we've been bouncing off of these levels. I'm not showing the algo because we're currently we're in a position, and I want to wait till we get further into this position to reveal where we are, because of course paying members are in it already, but I don't want you non-paying suckers shadow trading my ish. So this is where we are. I put a trend line up here, and I think we should be able to bounce off of this like that, and hopefully go for that. That's what we want to go for as a scoring of a new point. So if we can get above, what's that, 3,600, that will be a score on the board for the bulls, in my opinion. So that's where I need to see price action going above, actually 3,650 to be exact. So that's where we are with that. Looks like we might be building a base. I haven't drawn any other lines yet. I'll do that probably tomorrow. I'll just wait till tomorrow to do that, see where we go. The first article is out of Breaker Magazine, and it's about that Tenx token, people. It says here, Tenx, the ICO funded startup that aimed to let users spend crypto through a conventional debit card, announced yesterday that it will distribute a new crypto token. Holders of Pay, the token Tenx sold $80 million worth of in June of 2017, will be granted an equivalent number of new tokens simply called the Tenx token. That token will, according to the company, be used to distribute dividends from fees paid by users of the debit card. The token will be sent to pay holders for free, making the new distribution what's commonly referred as an airdrop. In Breakers Magazine's short life, we found plenty of time to be hard on Tenx. Their astronomical spending rate of $740,000 a month caught her eye in September, particularly since they've operated for the better part of a year without a functional product. Then this month we covered leaked video that appeared to confirm Tenx president Julian Hasp's history or training members of a pyramid scheme in deceptive recruiting tactics. Hasp has acknowledged his past involvement with this pyramid scheme, but says he has learned his lessons and he knows what not to do going forward. Given all of that, it's hard to not view this new token issuance with some suspicion, but we'll start with the most positive possible interpretation of the move. When the Tenx project was first proposed, the Pay token was supposed to be the vehicle for distributing dividends from payment revenue. Pay token holders will receive an incentive of about 0.5% of the entire payment volume on the Tenx payment platform, according to the initial Tenx white paper. But by December of last year, they had scrapped that plan because such a structure would make Pay a security, inviting the scrutiny of the US SEC and other regulators. That also appears to be why the new Tenx token will not be distributed to Pay token holders in the US, China, India, Venezuela, Iran, Iraq, and a half dozen of other countries. This is crazy. The new Tenx token will also require recipients to go through a KYC process to help ensure regulatory compliance. Predictably, holders shut out of the airdrop are not happy, but the restrictions actually make the new issuance seem more above board. Now, time for the less generous interpretation. The new Tenx token is a cynical attempt to further enrich Tenx and its team. Tenx tokens, you see, will be distributed to all holders of the current Pay token as of December 30th. That offers speculators nearly 3 weeks to buy more Pay and in turn get more Tenx tokens. The prospect of the free token has helped drive the price of Pay token up more than 17% since Tuesday's announcement, compared to a less than 3% rise for Bitcoin at press time. That benefits all Pay holders whose tokens are down more than 93% from their post-ICO all-time high, and who have weathered a rising tide of harmful revelations about Tenx. At least according to the company's Q2 2018 disclosure, Tenx itself doesn't hold any Pay tokens, but the rally could also benefit Tenx leaders and team members who hold Pay. Tenx will also benefit more directly from the issuance of the new token. Tenx will retain all Tenx tokens not claimed by Pay holders in blocked jurisdictions. Those tokens apparently won't receive a revenue dividend, but Tenx says listing the new tokens on exchanges is part of its plan. That means that company will be able to sell its newly minted tokens on the open market. In essence, Tenx is printing money and keeping a good chunk of it for itself. As for the Pay token, Tenx assures investors that we intend to integrate the Pay token into our ecosystem to perform various utility functions. According to the utility token thesis that underlies the bulk of ICOs, that would mean Pay tokens would derive value from user demand. But in its latest announcement, Tenx wasn't specific about Pay's future functionality. Moreover, even the theory of utility value remains unproven and has been harshly criticized by some very credible analysts. Wow. Let me tell you, this just shows you that, you know, those ICOs, man, they can switch and do a KYC on you at any moment and really just shut you out. And so that's, I mean, unfortunately, I hate to say this, because of regulatory efforts by all these agencies around the world, that's what's happening. You know, people are having to do this and try to maneuver around these jurisdictions that really are going after these ICOs. It's just unfortunate. It really is. And it just shows you that, again, this supports my thesis that STOs, whether I like them or not, are going to be very popular going forward in the future, because even though, you know, the little guys won't be able to participate in the initial STO, which is where the bulk of the money will be made, in my opinion, just like IPOs. They won't be able to participate in that, but once it hits the public markets for trading, at least you know that token does represent equity in the company, and they can't just go and just switch out and make a new token and do all this funny stuff. So you guys let me know what your thoughts are on this. Man, this can happen to and it's going to happen. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's going to happen. I'm not going to mention any names. You know, people are going to try to hate on me and say, you know, XYZ, I'm hating on the project. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that this is going to happen to, for the viewers of my channel. They know the companies that I'm probably talking about. I believe this is going to happen to many of those as well. So you just got to look out. And man, this is unfortunate. It's going to shut out those US participants for those who are holding tokens that are not here in the US for sure. So let me know your thoughts about Tenx switching it up, creating a new token, and shutting out US, and it looks like a laundry list of countries actually shutting those individuals out the game. Second article out of Xi Crypto. Cryptocurrency world deliberates on the security status of Ripple's XRP. You know me, I think this is definitely a security. If this ain't a security, then I don't know what is. Charlie Shrim is no stranger to controversy. He is an early Bitcoin investor and entrepreneur who is known for being strongly opinionated on social media and became infamous for having been involved with the notorious Silk Road website, which landed the millionaire in prison. After his prison sentence, he founded the cryptocurrency advisory service Crypto IQ, and the site follows suit with his hard-hitting style and blunt personality. Recently, Ronald Titchener of the Crypto IQ blog made a startling accusation with the headline, XRP is a security, but Ripple doesn't want you to know. There has been a lot of worrying about SEC action and how it might all shake out for the cryptocurrency space, and XRP's status regarding whether or not it will be considered a security is one of the more forefront concerns among cryptocurrency investors. Not I. Back in the summer, Ripple's CEO laid out his 3 key arguments why XRP is not a security at the CB Site's Futures of FinTech conference in New York City. Garlinghouse's argument can simply be summarized with these 3 points. XRP is decentralized. What? Wait. XRP is decentralized and separate from Ripple, the company. Okay. No one thinks they are buying shares of Ripple. And thirdly, XRP solves a problem which inherently makes it not a security. Oh my God. Titchener refutes each of these arguments by providing opposing ideas, but also using Ripple's own words against them. He takes a pretty hard stance and points out all the reasons as to why Ripple could easily be labeled as security. He says here, Ripple created the coin and then sold it to build its platform and fund its operation. That's a security by SEC's definition. It's a security according to the Howey test. Ripple's attempts to distort or otherwise obfuscate this truth betrays the fact that they know it should be a security. The harsh take that Titchener gives is actually more constructive than it first come off as. He seems to be offering advice to Ripple rather than rooting for their demise. He says Ripple should be openly acknowledging the perception of a problem rather than being dismissive of it. Ripple should be proactively engaged with the SEC, and the public needs to see that. There are too many ways Ripple could lose right now. The major criticism that Titchener is dishing out is that Ripple is not being upfront about possible coming SEC decisions, and that the company should take steps toward communicating with the SEC in an open forum. And then you've got CZ from Binance, the CEO of Binance, mentioning in a tweet that he's seeing that Coinbase is adding everything but Ripple, and that can be of a concern to him, he says. So hey, what do you guys think about that? XRP is definitely a security, and those holding XRP, you better get ready, because it's going to get slammed once they come out with that notification. I'm referring to them as in the SEC. It's coming. I think probably after the new year, you're going to see them come out with a statement saying that, and he's right. My man is right about Ripple needing to be more transparent about what's going on with the SEC and their talks with the SEC and everything. But what do you guys think? Is XRP a security token or not? It definitely is, in my opinion. And they've been caught in the past changing terms and conditions on their website and all types of stuff, man. It's just crazy. You guys let me know your thoughts about that though. Make sure you guys definitely like and subscribe, click that bell, and share that video. Shout out to my man Into the Fray again for the song request. Pimp C coming up. H-Town, stand up. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and that's my 2 Satoshis for December 12th, 2018. Holla!